You've been involved in a number of high-profile cases. What do the police say? Why is it, from the prosecution side, it took you so long to get the high-resolution photo as opposed to the grainy black and white?
Well, it's just one example of the frustration that we've had in this case, getting some discovery. Again, we got the grainy black and white in the beginning. We then continued to ask for it. We actually got a second one, which was a color copier, or color copy of a picture. And finally, last month, we finally got the digital photo. It's just frustrating because this type of evidence should have come out day one, and quite honestly, I think would have gone a long way to quelling all of the anger against George that was sort of propounded by some of the Trayvon Martin family handlers who just turned this into much more than it ever was in the beginning.
Well, we are where we are now. You heard Mr. Martin's family, Benjamin Crump's lawyer, saying you've seen the earlier photo. He dismisses it, saying it's not significant, it's just HD, that you've already seen the black and white version. How do you think specifically this helps your client?
Well, I think this truly just shows. I mean, there's blood sort of flooding from his nose a little bit. You can see that. You can really see the nose. It's a much better picture. So is it devastating? No, but it's just one piece of evidence that shows what George was going through that night and why he reacted the way he did. Again, as other evidence that we showed concerning who was the one who was screaming for help that night, there was some other evidence that came out that was referenced in a motion that it was George, and this type of evidence just needs to have come out 6-7 months ago.
You filed a motion Friday to get the full audio tape of the interview done by the Martin family with the witness believed to be his girlfriend. How crucial is that? What is it that you're looking for, and how crucial is it to your case?
Well, first of all, I think it is the crucial witness of the state's case is the person who was on the phone with Trayvon Martin just before the incident happened. My frustration is that they've had it since March. We have a copy, which first was redacted, of course, and you can tell that it's been edited at least half a dozen to a dozen times. My frustration is I don't have a copy of the digital format file, and it's absurd that I still don't have it. If it's in Mr. Crump's hands, then he should turn it over to law enforcement. If not, he should be subpoenaed to turn it over. That is crucial evidence. I deserve it, and my client deserves it.
Let me come back one last point about that new HD version of the photo we've seen. Mr. Crump, the Martin family attorney, says he's still waiting for the x-ray of George Zimmerman's nose to determine whether it was actually broken. What can you tell us about that, and when will it be ready?
Well, Mr. Crump knows because he saw the medical records before I did, since they were forwarded to him from the state attorney's office. There are no x-rays because Mr. Zimmerman, when he went to the doctor the next day, he really went to be cleared for work. They suggested he go get some x-rays, and he didn't do it. Obviously, in retrospect, now that this is an issue, I wish we had x-rays. However, now that we have that picture, I'll let the judge decide in an immunity hearing. I'll let a jury decide as to whether or not that, in George's mind, was great bodily injury. And of course, we have the hits to the back of the head on the cement that also suggests great bodily injury. No x-rays, but I'm quite okay with that.